So I know what you're thinking, guaranteed universal life insurance. I want guarantees. Guarantees are beautiful, right? And you're right. However, there's better ways to do it. What we're going to get into today is what is guaranteed universal life insurance. And at the end of the video, we're going to talk about some alternatives to that. Do you know what term life insurance is? And you might be asking, well, why are you going to talk about term life? I want to know about universal life and guaranteed universal. Well, first, term insurance is what? It's a cheap premium for a death benefit that doesn't grow and it's going to last for a certain period of time. Guaranteed universal life insurance is almost the exact same thing. It's a guaranteed death benefit so long as you pay that guaranteed premium. So there's a couple things that you want to watch out for because this is really, let's think about it, permanent term insurance. Why is it permanent term? Because it builds no cash value. Any cash value that you might see in there, you can't really take that from the policy. If you do, it's going to cause great harm and could probably cause the policy to lapse. On top of that, it's meant to pay probably for your entire life unless you set it up in a different structure. So some of the things you want to think about is how long do I want to pay for and how long do I want this policy to be enforced for? Because not all guaranteed universal life policies are the same. Some last to age 85, some to age 95, 105, 100, 121, right? So think about how long you want this policy to be enforced for. And probably you want it to be enforced for as long as possible. But you may not be wanting to make payments in your 70s and 80s. So you can look at ways to pay this up more quickly. You'll pay additional premium into the policy so you don't have to span it over that course of 30, 40, 50 years, however long you have this policy in place for. One of the major drawbacks to guaranteed universal life is the death benefit doesn't grow. So if I start with a $100,000 death benefit today, 30 or 40 years from now, that's still going to be a $100,000 death benefit. Watch out for the premiums you're paying in. Do the premiums ever exceed what the death benefit's going to be? Because that doesn't make much sense to have a policy like that. And on top of it, is the value that you're buying today going to be what you need in the future? There are alternatives to help you grow death benefit and get different policies in place. If all you're looking for is protection and you want the cheapest premium and you want this to be able to be there your entire life, well, guaranteed universal life is probably a good fit for you, a good option to look at. But there are other options incorporating different type of whole life strategies that can have similar premiums but grow cash value and possibly grow the death benefit. There's also the idea of using an indexed universal life policy, right? Where the cash value also grows and you could grow the death benefit. So there are a number of options out there. What I would suggest is exploring what makes the most sense. Look at a few different policies. Don't just settle on one thing. Look at your options and see, does it make sense? You know, if I pay a little extra in premium, do I get more for it? Right? So these are the things you should be looking at when you're taking into account what type of policy you're buying.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Gill, Money Minute. What is, when you think about a guaranteed universal policy, what that does provide for you is a baseline. So if the market's down 20, 30, or 10%, you are told by the insurance carrier that you won't lose any. It won't participate on the downside. And at the same time, as you know, if there is a protection on the downside, there's a cap on the upside. And that's where the magic of the guaranteed universal life is. Really it's well done if it's complemented with whole life policies, though. Just my opinion.
So if you're looking for something that you can grow, maybe you can have cash value that you can draw upon, have other benefits than just the life insurance portion of it, what we've created is a financial freedom roadmap. If you go into the link below and click on Financial Freedom Roadmap, we'll walk you through the steps and what it could look like when you're building out one of these policies and also all the benefits that are there for you.